Hello everyone. This tweet here, TechCrunch, they have tweeted out, MrBeast's blindness video puts systemic ableism on display. And now we're gonna cover, I'm gonna read this article and then I'm gonna give my 2 cents on it. Recently, megastar creator MrBeast posted a video to his YouTube in which he spotlights numerous blind and visually impaired people who have undergone a surgical procedure that cures their blindness. Now, they put cures in quotation marks here. I don't think it was deserving of a quotation marks because he did cure their blindness. As of writing, the video has been viewed more than 76 million times, and the responses have been both visceral in both praise and contempt. That's accurate. For his part, MrBeast has taken to Twitter to publicly bemoan the fact that so many people stop speaking. Stop. What does this word mean? What does that mean? Sorry. Say normal words. Speak English properly, please. Don't use these words. Anyway, the fact that so many people are angry at him for putting on what amounts to a publicity stunt under the guise of selfless charity. It's not a publicity stunt under the guise of selfless charity. It's selfless charity. The truth is straightforward. The video was more ableist than altruistic. No, it wasn't. Shut up. Sorry. I'm pretty sure. Sorry, if you had the specific type of blindness that he had, I'm pretty sure you're gonna want to have it cured, and that's what he did. He cured people of their blindness. Before delving into the many layers of why the video is troublesome, it's important to issue a caveat. However problematic MrBeast's premise in producing the video, it wasn't problematic, it was a good act. The people who participated, the patients, their doctors, should not be vilified. They made the decision to go through the surgery of their own volition. Yeah, neither should MrBeast shouldn't be vilified either. Neither should he. He just paid for it, right? The reasoning behind making that choice goes far beyond the scope of this article. Blah, blah, blah. In the broadcast lens, the biggest problem with wanting to cure blindness is that it reinforces a moral superiority of sorts by those without disabilities over those who are disabled. I think that's a fair argument. However, I don't think in this case that that's accurate, because they did not want to be blind anymore. That's why they got the surgery. MrBeast paid for them to be able to do the surgery, right? It's not like if they wanted to stay blind, they had every right to stay blind, or visually impaired, or however you want to say it. But they didn't want to. That's why they got the surgery, right? Although not confronted nearly as often as racism and sexism, systematic ableism is pervasive through all parts of society. The fact of the matter is that the majority of able people view disability as a failure of the human condition. I wouldn't say it's the majority. I'd say a large number definitely do, but I wouldn't say it's the majority. But I could be completely wrong about that. As such, people with disabilities should be mourned and pitied. Okay. More pointedly, as MrBeast stated in his video's thumbnail, disabilities should be eradicated, cured. I think you're putting words in MrBeast's mouth, article writer. Did he say that was the case? I think people have every right to remain disabled if they want to be, but the people getting the surgery clearly didn't want to be. On one level, disability being viewed as a failure of the human condition is technically correct. That's why disabilities are what they are. The body doesn't work as designed in some ways. If the disabilities were computer software, engineers would be tasked to finding and fixing the bugs. Yet the human body isn't some soulless, inanimate machine that requires perfection in order to work properly or have value. I have been subject to a barrage of harassment on Twitter since tweeting my thoughts on the MrBeast video. I don't think harassment is the right way to go about it. I think the better way to go about it is to calmly sort of explain why that mindset might not be the best, and everyone's free to have their own opinions on the matter. I don't think anyone in this situation, other than the doctors who performed the surgery and the patients who wanted to have the surgery done, are entirely right or wrong. In between calls for me to another drink a bottle of bleach. Just say drink. Just say drink. No one knows what imbibe means. Say drink, man. Say drink. Sorry. That's ah. I know what the writer of this article is doing. The writer of this article is using fancy words to try to sound smarter than they actually are. That's what everyone who wants to sound smarter than they actually are does. They use fancy. Just say drink, man. Um, Most of them have been hurling retorts at me that question why I wouldn't want to fix or cure what prevents people from living. God, bloody hell. Um, right. Is a richer, fuller life because blindness would be gone. A blind person. Blah, blah, this is This is such a long article. This is gonna. Oh wait, no, it's just like 70% ads. Okay. Um. Well, you get the gist of the article. So I reckon we should just go over some of the tweets. How long has this recording been going on for? A couple minutes. Okay, we should just go over some of the tweets. So, I tweeted, but that's not important. MrBeast said, "So you'd prefer we don't help people get life-changing surgery they want and ask for?" Yes, that is exactly what I've been trying to say this whole video. Thank you, MrBeast. Y'all have 10 million followers and post absolute woke bull. Dookie, yeah, dude, this is the important part. Dude fix people's they have 10 million followers? 10 million? Why? Um, yeah, nice one, Zach. Thank you in advance for this content. That's exactly what I'm doing right now, getting content. This is quite possibly the dumbest article I've read in 5 years. Did you care to interview any of the 1,000 people that seemed ecstatic to be healed? No one is saying discriminate against disabled people. He's partnering to help disabled people. Um, would you be offended if he gave money to people that were simply poor? Is that discriminating against poverty by trying to make people's lives better? And yeah, if I broke my wrist, I'd love an instant painless cure. Yeah, Matthew, shout out to Matthew Liu right here. Shout out, amazing guy. Systemic ableism, quote. Now you're just really making stuff up. Didn't realize giving people their eyesight back could somehow be construed as negative, but here we are in 2023. And then Unleashed replied to that, people literally find anything to white knight when there is nothing left for them to critique. People lose interest, so they turn it up to 11 and get outrage currency. It's all so boring. What's sad is that there are plenty of legitimate problems to fight. That's so true. Another shout. I mean, Unleashed is far more popular than I, but shout out to Unleashed here. Um, yeah. I mean, I think my 2 cents that I tweeted was, that it's either the stupidest thing ever said on the internet or the stupidest rage bait ever made. It's almost certainly rage bait, I believe, because no one would ever legitimately think that. MrBeast does something good, people. Wow, what an awful person. Oh, that's wonderful. Ratio. This article gave me cancer. L plus ratio. Some very smart takes from these people. Sorry. It's like, put in some effort, man. No, like, whatever, shut up. Um, um, This is the worst. Champ Chapman says this is the worst take I've read in memory, and say and that is saying a lot since I spend too much time on Twitter. This is an implicit rejection of all that I stand for: free choice, technology as a force of good and human progress, the inherent goodness of tech aided by human advancement. Ack. Um, yeah, I feel like ooh, check this out. Anyway, I feel like I should give. I mean, I've been giving my 2 cents this whole time, but I feel like I should give my 4 cents. I'm gonna give my 4 cents. Um, I think that guy who wrote that article lacks a basic understanding of the fact that some people are just good people, and some people wants to, like, that would, okay, I'm trying to, that would be like if I had, for example, my house burnt down, for example, and then MrBeast or someone like that came along and gave me a new house. Would that be a bad thing? No, I don't think so. Because it's new house, right? So it's just it's one of that's potentially one of the stupidest things I've ever read. And I've read a lot of stupid things. I spend way too much time on the internet. Um, uh, this video has been going on for long enough already, and I'm kind of just looping, saying the same things over and over again. So I think I'll leave it here. Feel free to leave your opinions in the comments, um, and I might respond to some of them. Maybe, I don't know. Uh, anyway, I thought that was a pretty wacky, crazy scenario that happened.